End of month summary. January 2021.
Another month comes to an end, with it a long and boring start to the year, which is still more preferable than the entirety of last year. This will be a shorter EOMS than usual, so let's get going. Going pretty easy with pickups as I am trying to carve away at the backlog. Hopefully Destruction All-Stars isn't as addicting as Overwatch and ends up distracting me from the backlog, but regardless, one of my first pickups was Resident Evil 3, which while only being 6 hours long, I did manage to get this for only $10. I loved the RE2 remake, but heard that this one is a perfect remake of the original, meaning it's incredibly short and reuses assets from the previous entry. That'll be up to me to decide if it was a totally effortless remake, but it would be in line with the original Nemesis if it is. Next was Dblub, which I've actually been interested in playing for a while, when I still had my PS2 in fact. However, after doing a Google search, I was surprised to find out that the game originally came out on the Wii and didn't reach other consoles until 2017. Maybe this is the Mandela effect or faulty memory, but I swear this was slated for PS2 at one point. Regardless, I own it now and will play it later. Lastly, another game I previously wanted to play, World of Final Fantasy. Originally, I wanted to play this on the Vita when I saw it on Amazon, but you know, the Vita happened and was ahead of its time for some regards and behind in others. The Switch ended up being what the Vita should have been, but anyway, World of Final Fantasy, into the backlog you go. Reviews this month were equally as thin. The only full release I played and reviewed was Scott Pilgrim, the Complete Edition, which, if you haven't seen my review, I was a little let down. Not by the port itself, but it looks like the game itself from the original release had issues and was pretty much a replica of an old-ass NES game. It was also my first beat-em-up / brawler, and I do want to get back into it as the gameplay can be really satisfying and rewarding. The other review was for the RE8 demo Maiden. This was more of a first impressions and an input on the tall vampire mummy meme. This demo got me really excited for the game, which is now being confirmed for May 18th if I remember correctly. My opinion hasn't changed for either of these. What else I played was of course Overwatch here and there, chipping away at the backlog with games that I have 5 or less hours left, and I even checked out Monster Hunter World with a friend who insisted I play with him. For something new, what did I watch this month? I've been keeping up with Wandavision. It's looking pretty interesting and I love the mystery that's in it. Can't wait to see where it goes. I've been trying to get through My Hero Academy's 3rd season. Yes, I know, I'm really behind. It's become a bad habit for me. This also ties in with my backlog due to having My Heroes 1 Justice be one of the shortest games to finish at 3 hours. I do have one single piece of news I want to comment on. Returnal, in my opinion, the first major PS5 exclusive to come out, despite the fact that I can't really ignore Destruction All-Star. Still, originally Returnal was slated for the 19th of March and it is now set for April 30th. As sad as it is, this is just a 2-month delay with the promise that it's for polishing the game. And maybe this will give them more of a chance to build up more hype, as I haven't seen too many people talking about this game at the moment. Probably because it's a PS5 exclusive, which also in the news, there's apparently PS5 shortages to last until the first half of the year, and this is going to be due to chips apparently. I'll have a link to the articles where I got this information from so you can get more details there, and I'll also link to HorseMarque's official Returnal website if you're interested in knowing more about the game. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up things here. Just a nice short summary for a pretty slow month to start off with. Destruction All-Stars and Persona 5 Strikers will be the big titles for next month, and I can't wait to talk about those. So, I'll see you around.